So even with us taking it easy this weekend, we've been losing weight. And I want to put the majority of that towards the effectiveness of steady state cardio, which we've been doing throughout the entire week, as well as the calorie deficit and just eating pretty clean this week. So we will do some, I don't want to say meal prep, but we could do some meal prep. Food for thought. But at the very least, we'll do breakfast, dinner, looking at macros and everything like that, and just kind of a view of what nutrition's looking like right now. But like I said today, simple day, gonna be chilling. Hopefully we fix up the ankle with an extra day off. It doesn't feel horrible or anything. Like, honestly, I think it's okay, but I don't want it to become a nagging thing where it's just always kind of bothering me. So maybe we'll elevate it a little bit and maybe ice it or something. We'll see. We'll see. But 12,000 steps for the day. We will be going outside for a walk. The weather's not gorgeous, but it's not freezing, so we're gonna get it while we can get it. I'll see you then.
What is up, my brothers? Let me turn this ever so slightly. Okay, so we're leaning down, right? We're keeping it pretty simple today, and so that means that we also need to eat with all that in mind. When you're trying to lose weight and get lean, one of the most important things that you always got to make sure you're hitting, and I mean always, is your protein as a macro. Protein is just far too damn important to miss out on. Now, there's multiple reasons why you want to hit this protein. Right now, I'm chopping up some chicken sausage right there. This one is killer, but I choose chicken besides pork or turkey because turkey is the even better option if you like it. I would absolutely go with it. For me, it's a little dry and a little bland, so if you're fine with it, or if you're really looking to shred down quick and look super good, any turkey breakfast sausage, numero uno right there, okay? But I'm gonna go with chicken because it's not as crazy as pork sausage from a fat standpoint or calorie standpoint. We don't want too high of fats, we don't want too high of calories. So chicken is that perfect in between, a little leaner, but still tons of flavor in here. So it's what I go with typically. But turkey, man, I'm telling you, if you like it, I would absolutely go with it. I'll go with it every now and again. Definitely not my favorite by any means, though. But okay. So, keeping it lean, keeping the protein high. Earlier in the morning, you definitely want to keep the carbs lower because we're also looking to keep our insulin lower in the mornings. We don't want any spikes going on. Spikes typically come from processed foods, things that are high in carbs. So this is honestly perfect for what we're trying to do here. Why does it matter? Why is insulin important? Well, one of the easiest ways to think about it, and I think his name is Mike Diamond. I gotta give him some credit. This guy's amazing. He's a doctor. I think it is Dr. Mike Diamond. He's one of the big people who's also an advocate for walking to lose weight. And so, with that being said, he explained this in one of his videos. Essentially, we're just going to fry this up real quick, get it a little, give it some color, get it heated back up, and then we're going to be pouring the eggs right on top and making an omelet for ourselves. But okay, so he explained it in probably the easiest way I've ever heard. When your insulin's low, which it is when you wake up because you haven't had anything, your body's able to cycle through everything as you sleep. You don't have any carbs or anything like that, so you don't have anything to spike it even slightly. So you're low insulin when you wake up, which I think is also a great case for intermittent fasting, keeping it low even afterwards. But high protein, low carb helps you not spike it as much as if you were to carb out. So if we were to have a tortilla, I mean, it's not going to be crazy or anything, but if we were to have a tortilla and some potatoes, things like that, it'll slowly start to bring it up more and more. This helps us keep it a little lower. We're going to go with egg whites. I'm going to do 6 ounces here. And then we're going to add 1 egg in here as well. Boom. Let me toss this real quick. So the point that I'm trying to make, sorry I keep going roundabout with this. When we keep our insulin low, we signal to our body to burn fat as the energy source. When we spike our insulin, we move to carbs. So with attempting to keep ourselves nice and low here, to continue to burn fat during our workouts and everything as the primary source, the zone 2 cardio does that already, but adding something like this in where you're not even spiking your insulin on top of that is just going to even benefit you even farther. So, important point to make. I'm going to let this pan cool down just a tiny bit. We'll flip them. I'm not that concerned about, cooking them. They're pre-cooked. I just kind of want to heat them up and maybe, get them a little fried. Give them a little color, a little pizzazz. 1 second. You see that? That's some nice color right there. That's what we're looking for. Oh yeah. Alright. So I'm just going to spread these evenly, kind of throughout the pan. Oh, that's also why it's important to spray your fats on. You don't want to just drizzle that and you end up getting, 2 or 3 tablespoons on there. Not only from a fats perspective, but from a calorie perspective as well. It's extremely easy to overdo it with fats. So that's why a lot of fast food and stuff is pretty wild, because they're stacking in the fat with everything being fried and everything as well. But long story short, we're keeping it fairly protein centric here. We are adding in some greens, which will be some carbs, but they're good carbs and they are low on the glycemic index typically. So not too worried about that causing any kind of spikes or anything like that. The other thing that we're going to be adding is a little bit of salsa. That's just going to add some extra pizzazz to this. You can pick up any salsa you like. Just look for, stuff that's good quality, all natural, maybe local, if you're into that. This is only 15 calories for 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons is the perfect amount for this. And then we're going to be topping it with some spinach. And yeah, that's just to get in our greens. Help fill us up a little extra. I'm just going to do a big old handful. You'll see. But yeah, that's where we're headed with this, and that's my whole point. The other fantastic benefit that comes from protein is that from a thermogenic effect inside of the body, we burn a few more calories. Now, it's not a lot. I don't even know the number off the top of my head, but we burn more calories when we're trying to digest and process protein as opposed to fats or carbs. So even just us eating this protein is going to help us burn a few more calories. The other thing is that if you're looking to build muscle, which I think you should be looking to build at least a tiny bit while you're losing weight, because it helps you burn calories in the background. It takes more energy to maintain muscle than it does to maintain fat, I guess, if that's the word you want to use. Regardless, building that muscle is going to help you burn more in the background. Should we add a little bit of cheese to this? No, let's skip it. I'm not feeling it today. You could feel free to add cheese if you like. I'm not going to stop you. Here's what I am going to do. I'm going to add this right now, big old handful. Just kind of throughout. And then we're going to throw the lid on top of this. And that should help steam everything in there. Get us some nice, lightly steamed spinach. That's the word. I'm struggling today. I did not sleep great. So, yeah. After this, we'll top it with some salsa. Spinach is pretty low cal, so that's why I just did a handful. It's honestly not going to change things too much if I was to measure it out versus just tossing it on in. So I'm okay with like 10 extra calories or 20 if we're looking at a difference of 100 or something. Okay, yeah, I'll look into it. Even 80, I would say. But yeah. So very easy way to make yourself an omelet. Omelets are a great way. You could throw bacon on here, whatever you want, mushrooms, onions, jalapenos, peppers, whatever. They're pretty versatile. And with you adding those vegetables in, you're still going to be super good on a carb level and insulin level, everything like that I've been talking about. So overall, just a great option. This is looking good. Take that off the heat, let it steam itself for just a minute longer, and then we're good to go. But yeah, I encourage you to build muscle. Protein has so many benefits. It's probably the most important macro that you could get yourself going. Hitting my protein, ever since I've started hitting my protein, I think it's really helped supercharge my weight loss. Last year, I lost about 40 pounds in, I'd say 6 months. And so far, in just 2 months, I've lost 14 after paying more attention to not only my calorie deficit, but my protein. So I think it's helping. And I'd like to say that I think I've made some overall progress from a muscle standpoint. Feel like my chest is bigger, feel like my shoulders are bigger, my arms, quads are definitely way more dense, and calves are a little bit bigger as well. So, and then abs, of course, you guys have seen a few times. We're starting to chisel those out more and more. So, my whole point here is get your protein in, figure out your calorie deficit. If I need to talk about that again, let me know, and I can absolutely go over that again. But this is what we're looking like. Oh yeah, that looks so solid. And then we're going to toss 2 tablespoons of salsa over that. And then we're extra set for the day. I'm just sprinkling it kind of all over the place. This is a very flavorful salsa, by the way. I don't know if it's available everywhere because I'm pretty sure this is somewhat more local brand. But just look for the good stuff, guys. And then we're gonna roll it up into like a little burrito. Just grabbing the edge here, picking it up, putting it over, and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and boom! There we go. Oh, that probably wasn't even a camera shot. Oh man, whoops. Well, there you go. And then we got the spinach in there. We got the sausage in there, egg, and salsa. So there we go. A little omeletito. Excited for that. Let me get a quick little shot, and I'll show you guys the macros. And then after that, we're gonna head to the store, do a little grocery shopping, get some steps in, and I'm also gonna hit the park. It looks like the sun just came out. So hit the park, get steps in, walk around the store, grab what we need, and that should help us get our steps up a ton because we're only at like 2,000 right now. So goal is 12,000. So we got some work to do. Catch you then. All right, we are at the park now. Gonna get some steps in because we are still lagging. So hopefully this helps put us a little closer to that 12,000 step pace that we're hoping to get today. And after this, gotta go to the store, do some grocery shopping. But for right now, focus is just kind of chilling, walking around, just getting steps in. A little windy, so I'll probably throw my hood up and yeah, maybe we'll do some extra talking about something. But if not, I'll just see you guys back in the car, probably at the store, maybe even after that, and we'll go over just how many steps we got. Just chilling. because I'm telling you, just getting the steps in is enough. So I want to show you guys that it's possible, not to have to do incline cardio all the time, incline walking, I should say. That it is possible to just walk around, and it'll take a little longer, but I mean, if you're just looking to enjoy some sunlight and get out and enjoy everything, perfect way to do it, and you're gonna lose weight along the way. So just wanted to show that and actually prove it out here. So let's go get this walk in.
All right, so we are officially 39 minutes into the walk. We have 4,000 steps, almost 4,100, and 221 calories. And if you guys see me, like, I'm not booking it or anything, I'm just chilling. It's been really nice. I've just been listening to talk show-esque stuff like YouTube and stuff like that, just chilling. A few people were playing like Ultimate Frisbee or something over there, so cool to see them playing. Like I said, like, this is the easiest way to just burn calories and hang out. It really does work. And if you got the time, like, get out and go for an hour walk. Amazing. It'll change your life. But I'm just gonna walk until I get back to the car, so probably 45 to 50 minutes, somewhere in there. And I imagine we'll be pushing almost 300 calories at the end of it. So that's the update so far. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Alright, sorry about the lighting. Lighting's probably not too great. But taking the puppers. Oops. Alright. Sorry about the lighting. Taking the puppers on a little walk to get in even more steps. I think we're at like 8,000 to 9,000. Jeez, it's impossible to see. Hopefully I can edit this a little bit, make it just a tiny bit clearer. But yeah, we're just walking around the neighborhood, getting in the rest of our steps for the day. He likes hauling, so I'm speed walking, which is extra good, because I should keep my heart rate up even more. So, but yeah, got done at the store, had to come back quickly, because our other doggy is not feeling too well, so she had to go to the emergency vet just to make sure she's alright. So me and this guy, we're hanging out. We've been booking it. He loves going so fast. He's a runner. He's a track star, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, I'll hit you guys up when we get back inside. Go from there. Alright, got back in from the walk a little while ago. Just hanging out with my puppers. Hash brown. Oh, come here, baby. Come here. He's taking forever. Come here. There he is. Look at him. What a little cutie pie. Alright, so we're back. We got 11,800 steps total today so far, so we'll definitely hit that 12,000 steps today. Very happy to see that. On top of that, we are at 908 calories for the day, and that is just walking, no treadmill walking, just walking about outside, throughout the house, in between meetings, things like that, just to make sure that you can get in your steps. The hardest part, of course, is if you work at home. It's hard to get up and do anything when you're just chilling at home and you work from home or something like that. I work hybrid, so I work in and out of the office, and I definitely get more steps in at the office. It's just way more easy to grab a water every now and again, or a coffee or something, and get up, walk around. But so if you can get it in your head, maybe set timers for yourself every hour or two. Get up and walk around for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, even inside. All of those add up throughout the day. If you got any errands to run, errands will absolutely help you out. Maybe take an extra lap around the grocery store or something like that, or make it so you go from one side to the next and then like halfway or something. Just little ways to trick yourself into like taking those extra steps. And I know time is the biggest constraint for everybody, so anytime you can sneak them in anywhere, park a little farther, get in those extra steps. I know it's not going to be a lot, but it'll add up. And so I think this proves that 12,000 steps, almost 1,000 calories, that's looking pretty good. Yes, it took a lot longer than it normally would, but if you don't have access to any type of equipment, you don't have a gym or anything like that, this is something you can absolutely do, and you can absolutely approach by yourself
to get to where you want to get to. So, okay, we're about to have some dinner, hang out. I ordered some sweet greens just with the other pup not doing so great and family's still out doing that. So, I wanted to get dinner and make it easy for everybody. So, once I get back, they can just eat and, you know, that'll be the end of it. So, here. This is their sweet garlic steak bowl. I added chicken to it as well just because I wanted to double up on the protein. And then this is just the Cobb salad. No, I am not going to finish all of that Cobb salad. I'll split it between my mom and my brother and me. So I will figure out the overall macros for this guy and show you guys in a little bit here. But it's looking good. It smells delicious. I'm honestly really pumped to try this out. I've actually never had them before. So if you've had them before, let me know what your favorite thing is and let me know if I ordered right or if I'm missing out. All in all, though, pretty successful day, I gotta say. Happy with it. I think I could have done a little more throughout the day instead of consolidated, like chunks of 30 minutes to an hour walking. That's kind of how I had to do it. But if you can sneak it in throughout the day, and with the grocery store definitely did help, and then walking your dog if you got a pup or something, you got to take him out. Absolutely easy. Helps out so much. And yeah, if you live somewhere where it's nice, even easier. Just go out and enjoy it, you know? You don't gotta walk super far or anything like that. Go around the neighborhood if you don't want to be around your neighborhood. Drive to the nearest park. Just get the steps in. But that'll be it for me today. I'm just gonna eat, hang out. I actually got to do a little more work today. I did not finish everything, so a little bit more work to do today, and then just kind of chilling. And tomorrow we'll be hitting. What are we hitting, Hashy? Probably do back and by day. Back and by day, and as long as we sleep good, we should be 100% ready to hit it harder than ever because we are very well rested and everything's just been churning perfectly. So ready to go. Absolutely pumped. I hope we have the most sick, diabolical workout tomorrow. I'll catch you guys for then.